Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being Up+Adam. Glad the weekend is here. Well, this October, San Luis Obispo transforms into its own art lovers playground, with music filling Mission Plaza, galleries opening late, theater performances, public art installations springing to life across town. It is all part of ARTober, the city of SLO's month-long celebration of artistry, creativity, and cultural connection. From the newly installed piano in the plaza that invites passerbys to play, to gallery showings, open studio tours, ARTober is designed to really bring the community together through imagination and expression. Later in the show, we're going to talk to Robin Wolf, member of the Promotional Coordinating Committee, PCC, for the city of SLO, who helps steer how SLO promotes and highlights cultural programming. She's on the front lines of shaping how the city of SLO really leans into arts and culture. And later on today, she's going to pull back the curtain on why ARTober matters, how it's evolving, and what happens behind the scenes to make a citywide creative month like ARTober possible. All right, that's kind of a crazy story. We hear about so much hackers, identity information being stolen. This story, though, wow. Kiddo schools got hit by a new crew calling themselves Radiant, who tried to extort this nursery chain by dumping kids' photos and family details on the dark web. They even called some parents directly. And after a major public backlash, Radiant, the hackers, blurred the pics, then yanked everything, telling BBC they've deleted the lot. About 8,000 children's records, and they even apologized. We are sorry for hurting kids. These are the hackers. Since when do they apologize? Experts aren't quite buying the redemption arc, though. Cyber pro Jen Ellis says this smells more like damage control than conscience, and history agrees. Crews often promise deletion and keep or sell the data anyway. When the UK took down Lockbit, they found piles of deleted victim files. Radiant says they bought their way in through an initial access broker and then pulled most of the haul from Kiddo's family account. Family insists their platform wasn't breached and Kiddo hasn't paid. They reported 600,000 euro ransom. They said they issued a basic kind of a we're investigating statement, and authorities are looped in. Worth noting, some of these ransom gangs, they do sometimes backtrack. Doppelpaymer handed a decryption key to a German hospital in 2020. Conti did the same to Ireland's health service in 2021. Darkside once bragged about donating to charities. Bottom line, Radiant's stunt appears to have backfired. No ransom, public outrage, and they may have even lost money on the attack. Parents got to stay alert. Apologies aren't always guaranteed. All right, before we get into our chat with Robin, also we got two Robins today. Robin Squared, Robin Wolf from the PCC of the city of SLO, and then Robin Coleman. But I want to tell you about my friends at Life Elements. Hidden in the back corner of a plaza in Atascadero, it's Martha. She is practicing wellness alchemy in there. Everything small batch, cruelty-free, made with real healing in mind. Life Elements is the place where you can walk in, see things being made in real time, and then even leave with something that maybe she was just whipping up. In addition to their spot in the Atascadero, you could shop their products at The Hive in Arroyo Grande, the General Store downtown Paso, and of course, lifeelements.com, where if you use the promo code ADAM, you could save 15%. Lifeelements.com. I encourage you to check them out in person, 7425 El Camino Real, Suite O. It's that back right corner of the plaza. Cannot miss it. Big sign, Life Elements. Check them out. You're certainly going to be glad you did, and let your wellness meet its maker.
It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, our next guest, working behind the scenes to bring ARTober to life in San Luis Obispo, Robin Wolf serves on the city's Promotional Coordinating Committee, PCC, helping strategize how we spotlight arts, culture, community engagement across SLO. Robin, excited to have you here. Thank you so much for being up and Adam.
Thank you so much for having me, Adam. I'm so glad to be here.
And happy Arttober to you and yours.
Happy Arttober, Adam.
Okay, so this is really fun because what are we? I think in year 3, and every year it's fun to really, and we're doing this for a specific reason, I know you'll talk about it, but to showcase the arts, and there's so much of them where we live, and they're focused and played up and leaned into so often, and it really feels good to live in a place like that.
Absolutely. I grew up on the Central Coast, Adam, and as a kid who grew up in the arts, I can tell you how absolutely invaluable it has been to me and to all of the people that I know who've taken part in the arts. It builds character, it builds trust, it builds teamwork. And for those not participating but being able to enjoy those things, it's just incredible. It's something we can't do without.
So this is Arts and Humanities Month, is that right?
It is. October is National Arts and Humanities Month. And that means that for us in SLO, it is not October, it is Arttober.
And we are going to be focusing on different organizations. Like last year, we had some great interviews with like the Historical Society and SLOMA. And this year, 4 brand new people. And before we kind of talk about really just how incredibly influential the arts is to the area and what a benefit is to us as a small little culture here in San Luis Obispo specifically, let's talk about the different organizations that we're going to be highlighting all Arttober long.
This is our 3rd year that we're celebrating Arttober here in San Luis Obispo. This year we decided on 4 amazing arts and cultural organizations within the city of SLO. First is going to be the SLO Symphony. You know them, you've heard of them. If you haven't, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Opera SLO, which I don't know if you've been in the last few years, but oh my goodness, the quality, the craftsmanship, absolutely unmissable.
And that's the thing, you take a lot of these performing arts or these ones that have to do with the arts, and there's like big market talent right here. I mean, you talk about the symphony,
Yeah.
I mean, incredible.
I mean, we're lucky to be in a place where not only do we produce and foster amazing kind of homegrown talent, but we're situated in a place that we draw talent from larger markets like the Bay Area, like Los Angeles. And that, kind of benefits everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So Opera SLO is the second one.
Opera SLO is the second one. The third is a newer one to our community, Central Coast Comedy Theater.
This sounds fun.
Because we wanted to make sure there was something for everyone. Because, not everyone loves the opera as much as we do.
I didn't know we had like a set comedy theater. That's rad.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, and I can't wait because we're going to be bringing all these people on the show and interviewing all folks from representatives from all these 4 places that you're talking about. So it's kind of a good little teaser for that as we do that all month long, weekly. But that one I'm particularly looking forward to a lot because I had no clue.
Absolutely. And, if there's anybody who's going to get to the bottom of it, it is Adam Montiel. So we are all looking forward to that. The 4th and final organization we're featuring this month is the Civic Ballet of SLO. Cool. And, you talk about the perfect mesh of visual and physical, and musical artistry. It's something that... I'm a little partial because I used to dance there when I was a kid.
Really? Oh.
But many years ago. But it's something that's been a part of our community for so many decades, and so many people have been touched by that organization. We're very excited to feature them.
Cool. So we got 4 great nonprofit organizations, but as we learn more about those, we know there's the 5 that we did last year. There's the ones that we focused on in year 1, and there's even more that we're going to do next year. So really get out and see all the different layers. And we were talking off the air a little bit ago just about how we benefit from the arts where we're at.
Absolutely. I was, I was excited to come on here today to share some numbers because I'm a numbers person. A lot of people are. And people often think about the arts in a very kind of esoteric way, how it makes our lives better by entertaining us, by enriching us. But there was a study done last year in the city of SLO and the county of SLO that showed us in a very real way how impactful the creative community and the arts are here. So the San Luis Obispo County Arts Council revealed that the arts and cultural activities within the city limits of SLO attracted 1.1 million attendees in the fiscal year 2024.
Wow. Supported
718 jobs and had a total economic impact of nearly $27 million.
Wow, that's huge.
I mean, it affects everything from our hotels when people come in and stay for lodgings, our food and beverage industries where people come and dine and drink before and after performances, local activities, beach communities, all of these things, people tend to make a weekend of it when they travel up for arts.
Yeah. And this is not something that just leans into like tourism aspect or just for locals. I mean, really, it's enriching our area of where we live for the locals. But yeah, it is also a great reason to come and visit, stay in our hotels, eat at the restaurants, see a show or something with the ballet, or check out this Central Coast Comedy or the comedy theater, and make a night of it or a weekend of it.
Absolutely. The PCC, and we're so happy to be able to bring things like this to the city of SLO. I always go back to our main goal as the promotion and coordinating committee for San Luis Obispo City is to enrich the lives of the people who live in SLO. Be that to, support tourism and our economic interests, or to simply make the lives better of the people who live here. This is a double whammy because the arts really do both.
Yeah, I know, civic and community service is really important to you. You are a resident of San Luis Obispo, but, you're known far around the county for your talents and what you do for your day job. But you really love this city, and you even ran for city council. And now we're on the PCC. Explain about what this promotional committee that you're the vice chair of, what it's all about.
So as I said, the PCC, our main goal is to support and enrich the lives of the people who live in San Luis Obispo City. We're 7 members, and we serve a 4-year term. I just started my 2nd term, so I'm in my 5th year, which shows how much I love it. We work with strategic partners like Visit SLO, like the Chamber of Commerce, like Downtown SLO and the Downtown Association. And we get to help do a lot of the things, the activations you see in Mission Plaza, a lot of the banners that you see around town, highlighting great things in our city. And we sit on a committee that gives grants to nonprofits that do great events that, benefit our city.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, how cool is that? How often do you meet?
Once a month, and we chat more than that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys are really thinking far in advance, and I'm sure you guys are probably talking ARTober, spring, summer, and it's got to be.
We're already looking at the buy local bonus programs that we do around the city.
Restaurant
holiday
month.
shopping, restaurant month.
Of course.
The neighborhood maps and highlighting different great businesses in those areas.
Yeah, we in the low, bro.
It's always fun.
Yeah. No, it's really special, and I love working with the city, especially on some of those things you touched on as far as Restaurant Month, and I've been loving those conversations about the neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's exciting stuff. So as we get into ARTober, what kinds of things are around us that we should take, a little bit of time and go check out? Like, start with the piano in the plaza.
Oh, so fun. So the piano in the plaza is something that we were able to do our first year, and an amazing piano was donated to the city, and we were able to have that refurbished, tuned up, fixed up, decorated by a local artist, placed in the Mission Plaza so that anyone who wants to come by can take a turn, entertain us all. You can play some Elton John if you dare, something of your own. We had a bunch of Cal Poly students come and practice their classical music. I'm
there like doing chopsticks, like a shitty version of chopsticks.
Absolutely.
Or like, what do they play on? What's the movie?
Heart and Soul.
Big Heart and Soul, yeah.
You and I will go play Heart and Soul, Adam.
I'll do either side.
I'll teach you how to play it.
That's so cool. I love it.
But so that's great. That's something that's really accessible to everyone, because accessibility is so important to us with the city and with the PCC. We understand that not everyone can afford ticket prices to go see a lot of the things in our city. But we have over 100 pieces of public art that are free and visitable to all of our residents and our visitors. We have, the piano in the plaza that'll be there all month. So be respectful, bring your friends, party it up, have some fun.
Yeah, what a cool idea.
We also have a lovely event on, I believe it is, I'm going to look in my notes, the 4th, Saturday the 4th, which is a Meet the Artist event. It is from 1 to 4 p.m. In the Mission Plaza, and the community is invited to celebrate the 15th anniversary of the box art program. You remember the box art program? All of the amazing local artists who've decorated our utility boxes around the city.
Yeah, I love that.
So you can meet some of the artists and stop by and get a map for a self-guided tour to see all of those around the city.
That's cool.
And that's something you can do with your kids, with your friends, on your own time. Have fun with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. ARTober, it's on, baby. So go to, we're going to have links in the show notes.
We're going to have links on the show notes. You'll be able to access the information through the city and also through Visit SLO.
Okay, great. And I'll have direct links to both those sites so you can dial that in. Let's celebrate ARTober together. And I know on Up+Adam, we're going to be having these people in all month long. And we're going to be highlighting all 4 of the folks that you listed. So appreciate you a lot, Robin. Thanks for being Up and Adam.
Thanks so much, Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
All right, thanks to Robin. Got a link in the show notes to all the different organizations, to the events, and we're looking forward to having the conductor for the Slow Symphony on coming up next week here on Up and Adam. Looking forward to it. All right, from Redhead Robin to Blonde Hair Robin, we go to Robin Coleman from the Woods Humane Society. My favorite part about finding forever homes for dogs, even cats, the work she does is so good. Robin, thank you so much for being Up and Adam.
Hey, Adam. Good morning.
How has your week been, darling? Good to see you.
Oh, it's been pretty good. Filled with cuteness most of the time.
Yeah. Except when it's a cat. Hey, how did the those cats go? I know, I'm kidding. How did the...
I'm waiting to tell you. I'm waiting to tell you.
Okay.
Adam, our pets of the week, my little blind kitty and,
Yes.
and his support animal got adopted. And we've already got an update. And I actually, it's so funny because the...
So exciting.
Yes, that's a big ask. 2 kittens, 2 young kittens, 2 playful kittens, one with special needs and one that's just a little crazy. So thank you to that family. I saw their adoption photo and we've already got an update and they've posted a few things on social media. So what is funny is we only know what we know from the shelter. And we said the blind kitty is going to need more time to adjust. The other brother is very outgoing, friendly, competent. Would you know the blind kitty is transitioned easier than the other kitty?
Really?
So, yeah, he's having a harder time with the new environment. He's a little scared, hiding, and the blind kitty is like purring on the bed, hanging out with the people. So that just goes to show you, meet animals, go with your gut. Who's going to be best for you? And they're going to change once you get them home. They're going to settle in. They're going to get comfortable a few days, a few weeks, a few months. So we can only tell you what we think is going to happen. And sometimes we just don't know. So they are doing great and they got adopted, which is the most important thing.
Absolutely. I love that. Good for you. Good for them. Good for Woods.
Yes.
That's so great. No, we got a really cute dog here with the most adorable set of ears. Who's this?
Oh, gosh. So last week was kittens, and today we're talking about puppies. You've heard me like a broken record. So many puppies in shelters. I've never seen so many puppies in need being born in shelters. Just so many puppies, which of course we want to help puppies. But when we take puppies, there are more resources. They're with us a long time usually. And then we every day we have to pick and choose who gets to come to Woods. So some days it's puppies, some days it's a senior dog, some days it's kittens. So even though we want to help all the animals, we have to pick and choose who gets to come to Woods. And we try to help as many puppies as we can. One of those puppies that we said yes to is this cute little pet of the week. He's just about 4 months old. I think he's the Pit Shepherd mix, and he is we're saying his heart is as big as those paws. He's going to be a big boy. He's just one of those chunky squeeze. You just want to squeeze puppies. He definitely has that puppy breath. I took him to a chamber event last week and he had so much attention. So many people took pictures with him. And I couldn't believe that when I came back this week after the weekend, he was still waiting. So we have a lot of puppies on the adoption floor. He is about 4 months old. We have a 3-month, a 4-month, a 5-year-old, all kind of solo pups. And we hate to see those pups alone in a kennel at this young age. So check out his video. He's up on Instagram, up on Facebook. Tag your friends, share those posts. He is playful. He is silly. He is smart already, wants to learn. He's very treat motivated. And of course, he's an active, young, silly puppy that's going to need a lot of toys and some training, but you'll have years and years of love together.
Oh, I love it. Cute dog. Let's talk Wiggle Waggle. It's coming up.
Yes, we are in October, which means we're talking Wiggle Waggle, October 25th, the biggest dog party on the Central Coast, Wiggle Waggle Fall Festival. Several years ago, we just moved it on out to Woods, so we just could control where it's going to be. We didn't have to wait to find out if we could host it somewhere. And we opened up to the county animal shelter, so it's just one big dog party. It kind of works as a a woods reunion in a way. A lot of people who have adopted bring their dogs back for Wiggle Waggle. Santa Claus is there. Our big costume contest, which you can pre-register for now on our website. We've got fun t-shirts for sale. We change up the slogan, change up the design every year. So that's going to be available in our lobby soon. But it's from 12 to 3, costume contest, Santa pictures, food vendors. That big costume contest is really the most important part of the day. People line up, get their spots, and watch that cute, adorable pet costume contest at Woods. So we'll talk more about it the next few weeks, but please put it on your calendar. If you are a dog person, this is the best event you could come to all year.
Wiggle Waggle! We love Wiggle Waggle. Wiggle Waggle,
So
indeed. Robin Coleman, she is my favorite part about finding forever homes for dogs, even cats. The great work of the Woods Humane Society. Robin, as always, appreciate your time, your friendship, more than you know all the great work you do. Talk to you next week, and thanks for being Up and Adam.
Oh, you got it.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, all the links in the show notes to both Robins, Woods Humane Society, also ARTober. Thanks so much to Moonshiner Collective for being Up and Adam, original music on the show called Start Again. Thanks to Josh and Chiasa Clapper, the wonderful couple behind Tamber Winery, for giving us the Tamber Lobro Studios. Taste their wines in the village of Arroyo Grande. Beautiful wines. TAMBRE, tamberwinery.com. And you, thank you for rating, reviewing, subscribing to the show, and sharing it with friends, whatever you're doing. Thank you for connecting here so much. It really, truly means a ton. And I hope you have a great weekend. Till Monday, I'm Adam Montiel. Thank you so, so much for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. Let's start again.